Simulators are surprisingly close nowadays. You know, you pop on something like iRacing and it mimics a track so well. So all the undulation, the drop off in the corkscrew, it feels pretty close to what you're experiencing in reality. You don't get quite the G loading, certainly not vertically like you would get going down the corkscrew, but visually what you're seeing on the sim is super similar to what you see in reality.
Racing on the sim at Laguna is relatively close from the standpoint of like the layouts are very good. What they're able to do now with GPS and track scans and that sort of thing is pretty incredible. The technology gets better every single year, seemingly, but it's really hard in sims to replicate tire models. Obviously very difficult to replicate the motion and the G-force. So there's still a little bit of a gap, I would say, from the real thing to sim racing, but it's an amazing tool, especially if you've never been to the track before, to really get an understanding of the layout and certain ways to attack corners that you wouldn't know unless you've been there before.
The sim is very close. Simulator is amazingly close. The track is exactly the same. The experience of racing, well, in sim you just got one person, but it's pretty cool.
Sim racing actually comes very close nowadays. Specifically, when I was growing up, I think it was still improving. But nowadays, I think it's most likely within 10% of the real world.
I feel the simulator is pretty good. You just can't feel the corkscrew. You can't feel, the butterflies in the stomach just kind of drop down the corkscrew. You can't feel that on the sim. That's the missing experience.